to the Adventure of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman, W4CY Radio, and I'm here with
JT from Hawthorne Heights, your resident emo head.
Nice. Here at Aftershock. Have you guys, I don't even remember because they all flow in my mind. Have you guys played Aftershock before?
We haven't. This is our first time playing it. We've done a lot of the other festivals by the same company, Danny Wimmer Presents, and it's always awesome. The fans always bring a lot of energy, and the lineup is always just an eclectic mix of rock music. You know, everything from metal to alternative to punk to emo, anything in between, and we love it because that's what living your life loudly is supposed to be like.
I love it, and it is so true. Like, Europe has always been known for doing that. U.S. really didn't do that until Danny Wimmer started creating that.
Totally agree.
And I think it's great because I love when I can go see Slayer, but then also see you guys, and also see Static X, and see Ministry, and then Cypress Hill, Insane Clown Posse. It's like I can get all my personalities in one festival.
Absolutely. It's the wonderful thing about it is it's truly a magical mix of cultures, which I think is what rock music is supposed to be. It's supposed to feel a little dangerous. It's supposed to feel a little dirty. And when you get a bunch of different people together who all love the same things, you realize that we're all humans walking the earth in search of something loud.
And it's the ultimate uniter, right? Like,
Absolutely.
In times where we're supposed to be so divided, music and these festivals bring us all together to show that we are all one people.
Absolutely, and I think that it's cool to highlight our differences, and I think that's what it is out here. You know, like the stage that we played today, Slayer is headlining it, and we sound nothing like that, and we had a very respectful crowd that was singing every word, and you just don't see that in a lot of places, and I think that's actually where we are as a society, but the internet makes it seem like we're a lot worse.
That's the problem, okay? You go way back, you didn't have socials, you didn't have the internet, so you didn't really know all these things, and you didn't have people being able to just, poke at people.
Absolutely, and I think most importantly, I don't think we need to know every single thing about each other.
No.
I think there's common denominators. I think there's things that unify us, and we don't need to be worried about so many things that can divide us because we're picking and choosing what we hear and everything like that. I think that, everybody's mostly chill, and we should respect one another.
I love it. And with the music, I love what you said because I grew up in a time where you had all the freaking gatekeepers.
Yeah.
I was a long hair. I couldn't go to punk shows because I was a long hair. You were a Slayer person. You could only, just anything like Slayer, anything not like Slayer, you're not allowed to listen to.
Absolutely.
And it didn't mean you didn't like it. You just couldn't admit it to anybody.
For sure.
And I love that now you can be a Slayer fan, you can be a Hawthorne Heights fan, and you could be a fan of whatever else you want to be because that's the way it should be.
Absolutely. I think it's festivals like this that are kicking down doors that, and breaking through roadblocks that have been there forever, and being able to watch a bunch of different bands that sound entirely different but all kind of represent the same thing.
Yeah.
I think that's what's powerful about it.
Absolutely. In all your years of doing this, one story, good or bad, crazy or not, that you always remember and will remember, what would you say it would be?
There's so many because it's been 20 years of doing this, but I remember we got in a similar situation at Blue Ridge Rock Fest maybe like 4 years ago or something like that. They put us on a stage where you couldn't read any of the band fonts except us. So it was like black metal, like really wild metal, not like Slayer and stuff like that, way, way wilder. And the first thing I said when we got on stage, because I knew it was going to be potentially polarizing, playing kind of like pop punky stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, hi, we're Hawthorne Heights and we're the heaviest band here. If you don't like heavy music, leave. And I turned the crowd immediately. And they were awesome because they knew we at least had a sense of humor about what we were doing and that we were there to play a show for anybody that would watch. And I think we all got to kind of do that. You know, like we all look different, we all feel different, we all act different. But the unifier is the fact that we all believe the same thing. You know, we all want to have our place in this world.
Absolutely. And tonight, when Slayer's on there, and there's 75,000 people out there, all from different walks of life together, that proves your point.
100%. That's exactly why this festival can exist, why rock music can exist. It's a great unifier. We love it.
Tell them how they can reach out to you on socials, on the web, buy your merch, check out your music. You have a new song that just dropped in June.
Absolutely.
Tell everybody about that.
Yeah, well, all of our handles are very basic. They're just Hawthorne Heights. We run all of our social media. We run our web store, which is just hawthorneheightsstore.com. We run our own record label. We're very self-contained because we believe 100% in each other and what we do.
I love
and
that.
We don't like the gatekeeping that goes on in other things. So we gatekeep ourselves. We keep our friendships locked up tight. And we're just trying to usher in this next era of Hawthorne Heights over the next 20 years.
I love it. And, you know, that just shows what, beyond the artistry of your music, the example that you're setting that's going to make music better and better 20 years from now.
Absolutely. And for all the, you know, younger generations of bands, you got to be able to represent yourself and learn your band business and learn your economics and have a great time doing it because it's so rewarding if you know exactly what's going on in your own world.
Yeah, because there's a lot of crap you got to deal with in this business.
Absolutely.
That is the perfect solution.
Yep, you don't want to let it grind you down. We want to work for ourselves and each other, and we found that it's 100% fulfilling when we do it that way.
I think artists should have total creative control, so I love what you're doing.
Absolutely.
I love that you're here at Aftershock, and thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much. Great to see you, and more next year.
Let's do it.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.